What's happening, everybody? Here we go. Too much fantasy football. Back at it for another episode. It's Brian and Brennan here for our start sit episode for week 3. We're diving into 15 games, almost all of the games. Diving into 15 of them. We've got 3 minutes on the clock. We're going to be going through all of these players, start sits, injuries, anything and everything you can think of. Brennan, how you doing today, man?
Bills won, but didn't cover the spread, right? That's what we're going to say right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're recording this right before kickoff here, so we don't quite have all that information. But yeah, Bills won it. Josh Allen, he did that cool thing where it was too much.
What if they lose and we just look like jackasses?
I'd love it. Just for that, right after we finish recording, I'm putting money on the Dolphins just in case to cover.
Right.
But yeah, we'll be covering everything that is Sunday and Monday football since we are past the Thursday game. I mean, you got anything? You ready to get this rolling?
Let's do it.
Let's put 3 minutes on the clock. Here we go. We've got Atlanta at Carolina, 43.5 point over. Folks, a lot of these games are like 41 to 44 points. It's not going to be pretty for the big points this week. But yeah, 1-1 Falcons, 0-2 Panthers, 43.5 point over under. Atlanta's favored by 5.5 in this one. Let's start off at the top. I mean, Penix and Young, when you look at quarterbacks here, we're just talking super flex, essentially.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, I don't mind, I guess, Penix, because, like, let's just say you've lost, Joe Burrow and everything else like that. You got to pivot elsewhere. Like, because, like, if you're in a competitive league, I'm sure Daniel Jones has been picked up and stuff like that. So, like, Penix is probably close to, like, a top 15 play right now.
So no, like Carson Wentz or Michael Penix, because I might play Carson Wentz just to get a little cute with it.
No, I'm gonna play Penix. The line is bad for Minnesota.
See, they're playing Cincinnati though. I guess my only thing I'd be leaning on, like, for as far as Penix, is how many opportunities does he get? Carolina's one of the worst rushing defenses. You have now 2 running backs that are getting equal work. So if they get a couple of touchdowns, what does that leave with Penix?
Yeah, I agree.
Running backs, though, we just talked about it. Bijan's, he's an easy start. Algiers, an easy. Make sure he's on your bench. And then Chuba Hubbard.
You're starting him.
He keeps rolling, man.
Yeah, it's the garbage time. The garbage time keeps him alive.
And this team will produce plenty of that garbage time stuff.
Yeah.
Drake London, easy start there. Has Darnell Mooney start working his way into your starting lineup conversations, or is he going to be more a bye week conversation guy?
It's a bye week. He might be frustrated with some other options right now, but I just need to see a little bit of repertoire with him right now, and their game plan might just be all run with Drake London being the primary target. So
I like that. Ted McMillan, man, 2 games into this rookie's career, but we're already looking pretty good. 10 targets, 9 targets across the first 2 games. First 100-yard game last year. Still has yet to get probably like 4.5 touchdowns is probably where his his line for the season might be. I don't know how many of those he's going to score this year.
yeah, Ted's he's got to be close to a fringe wide receiver 1 right now for most people, and that's where I have him at. So, like, we were just talking about this in the league. Justin Jefferson or Ted McMillan?
Ooh. I don't. Just with the matchup against Cincinnati, I think I'd be okay with Justin Jefferson. But that conversation is going to be had here over the next few weeks, like you said, especially with Burrow being out. Like, Ted McMillan over T. Higgins easily, right?
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
And then as far as the rest of the wide receivers, we're not really looking there. Leggett, how long are you going to be on the
Negative
team,
yards? Yeah, it's crazy.
Sanders and Pitts, I think in deeper leagues as streamers is all you can really look at these 2 as. You're hoping for the touchdown there.
Yep, that's all it is, a hope and a prayer.
Who wins the game?
I think Atlanta wins, but I think Carolina covers.
Yeah, give it to me. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, next up, where are we going? Of course, we're going to Cleveland. This could be an ugly game. This could be just a lot of defense here. It's the 2-0 Packers going against the 0-2 Browns in Cleveland. 41.5 over under. Green Bay's favored by 7.5 right now. This one could get ugly. Right now we're no Jaden Reed for the foreseeable future. Looked like he took care of 2 different issues he had as far as his foot and his collarbone. So maybe playoff time will be looking his way. But let's start with the quarterbacks here. Fling it, Flacco. I mean, streaming superflex quarterback at best, but Jordan
I
Love.
don't even want to, dude. I think the Packers defense is legit. Like, this is the best. I think this is the best defense. So I'm out on that.
Jordan Love going against that rough. I mean, I know Cleveland gave up a lot of points to Baltimore last week, but it was flukish the way that kind of turned out.
Yeah, I think I'm more scared because I have a lot of Josh Jacobs. I'm like, dang, this could be a really bad week for Josh Jacob owners just because they do have a really, really good front seven. So
Henry got shut down.
Yeah, and Josh Jacobs is limited right now in practice with an ankle. So I just, again, like, temper your expectations with Jacobs this week.
Tempering expectations, we're not making a big pivot, though. If you picked up Ramondre Stevenson off of waivers, would you be playing him over Josh Jacobs?
I'm still starting Josh Jacobs for over a lot of the guys, like top 15. Like, the only one, like, if I'm really in a pinch, like him or Javonte, like, if you had to put a gun in my head, I'd probably say Javonte just because Chicago is just yet to stop anything. So
I'm loving this Javonte.
Yeah, I know you are.
I'm loving it. As far as the wide receivers go, can you confidently play like Matthew Golden? He's probably going to have his point in time. It's probably not going to be week 3 though against the Browns.
He leads the league in expected fantasy points per route run.
And what are we looking at? 2 total catches for 16 yards.
He, I guess, is like separate. He's like number 1 in separation right now. Like, he is light years ahead of everybody. It's just so crazy. It's like something's like got to click at some point.
And I think
it will be this week. Yeah,
I don't know if it's necessarily this week. If it wouldn't for another couple
the
weeks,
opportunity has to be there. Like, it's just, I mean, Reed's now not there. I mean, are you going to start Dobbs over Golden now? Like,
I am starting Dobbs in a guillotine league. It's PPR, so that plays into it a little bit. But like Wicks, we did this last year, folks. Do you want to sit there and watch him drop fantasy points? I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Tillman or Judy on the other side? Are you willing to?
It's still Tillman. It's still Tillman.
Are you willing to play? Like, would you play him, or if you picked up Booty off of waivers, would you play Booty this week over?
Funny
Tillman?
enough, I have both of them. I'm debating between both of them, and because Tyron Tracy looks like he lost a spot, so I think I'm going to lean Booty, but it's not. It's literally a coin flip. It's your preference at this point.
I think the matchup, I would take Booty just because, like you said, Packers are absolutely legit this year.
Yeah.
Tight ends, if you want to play with Fannin, you're streaming him at best, and then Kraft best in the game right now.
Yeah, he's the best option for Green Bay. So,
Green Bay wins it. Do they get this? Do they get the 7.5?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes. I think Green Bay's going to be the power rankings one after this week if they're not already.
I agree. I thought the Baltimore was going to have a harder time covering last week. Might have been a bigger line as well, but I think Green Bay can win by double-digit points, no problem.
Yeah.
Next up, divisional matchup: 0-2 Texans playing against the 1-1 Jags. 44-point over/under. Jags are favored by 1.5 in this one. After they dropped the ball to Cincinnati last week. Look, it's hard for these teams. When they've got a dominant team like the Colts, an undefeated Colts team I don't know. I need to quit while I'm ahead here. Let's talk quarterbacks here. I mean, I don't know if I want to start either. Like you said, there's people that are having to pivot. Jaden Daniels looks like he's going to miss. A couple other people. I think I'd rather play... I don't know. CJ Stroud and Trevor Lawrence. I have them both ranked as QB2s this week.
That's about fair. I would think it's right around that. Houston still has a really good defense, and Trevor Lawrence, like, don't know what's going on. Is it the wide receivers quitting on him? Is it him not being accurate? I pivot elsewhere.
Like Mac Jones, you pivoting that way?
No, I think Seattle's got a good defense. Or no, they're not playing Seattle. They're playing Arizona. No, I think I would actually. Arizona just got depleted in the secondary, so yeah, I lean towards Mac Jones. As crazy as that sounds,
it's folks can't always take the household names there. Running backs, it seems pretty easy with Travis Etienne. Tootin, he's given us a pretty good week last week. Are we at the point where a confident flex is there, or is it matchup dependent for him?
Matchup dependent, but he'll probably. I think if I had to guess, he'll probably be a solid flex play after this week. Once we see if it was just a 1 week usage, you need to see a little bit more, but I think he'll be a flex play moving forward.
Tootin or Quinshon Judkins against Green Bay?
I think Judkins. I think I go Judkins.
I think I'd go Tootin just for the. I mean, Judkins got passing work last week, which completely blew my mind. It was, I think, the same amount as Samson, but I think I'd go Tootin here, just a little bit easier matchup.
Yeah.
On the other side, Nick Chubb, Woody Marks. I mean, Woody Marks I want to own in most of my 12-plus team leagues, but
I'm starting Nick Chubb.
Oh, God, 43 yards. He got the touchdown last week. That's what did him in.
Mm-hmm.
It's not pretty. It's pretty ugly. I'd rather start Tootin over Chubb, but some people might not have a choice.
Nope.
Nico Collins, Brian Thomas Jr., you're starting them. Travis Hunter, he made my bench list starting last week, and I think that's where we're riding.
Yeah, I think pretty safe to say you got to just wait and see where this connection finally goes. You want to know who's the number 2 for Houston?
Christian Kirk.
It's Justin Watson.
Yeah, I heard his name called on the TV last week, and I was blown away. Yeah. Christian Kirk will be coming back this week. I'll be interested to see how he's involved, but it's Nico Collins, and I'm out on the...
Yeah, I want to wait to see what Christian Kirk does, because I'm really excited for full-point PPR leagues.
100%. Nice. Who wins it?
I think Jacksonville wins it.
I'm going to take Jacksonville. Dude, Houston starting 0-3 would be so enticing for these conversations as we get into
crazy. Their O-line's bad. Who said this at the beginning of the year would be a big problem? Like, I feel bad for Stroud because everyone's like now like talking down on Stroud. I think it's kind of crazy because I think Stroud's still a very, very good quarterback. I just think it's starting to become like this like toe tapping thing where he's got to leave the pocket quicker than he wants to or quicker than he should, but it's just a mental thing, man. I don't blame him. That line's bad.
Well, we're talking about, Joe Burrow's now getting the Andrew Luck treatment. We're having those comparisons. CJ Stroud's like 2 seasons behind him. So granted, those injuries haven't completely knocked him out, but give it enough time. Why don't you let him get the crap beat out of him, see how long that lasts. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Battle of the backups here in Minnesota. 2-0 Bengals taking on the 1-1 Vikings. 42-point over-under. Minnesota is favored by 3. J.J. McCarthy's out for a few weeks with an ankle injury, so Carson Wentz, yeah, that guy. Super Bowl champion Carson Wentz is starting for the Vikings, and then Jake Browning plugging in for Joe Burrow after his what should be a season-ending injury as far as fantasy is concerned. So most likely, DFS, I might take a shot on Carson Wentz, but hopefully we're not having to start these two guys in single QB leagues.
No, you should not. Jake Browning actually is kind of like a wild play. I've compared him to like a Jameis Winston light. Like he slings it. He doesn't care. He's just going to throw the ball, whether it's an interception or not, or a touchdown. He's going to throw it. So there is an upside with him. Just it's kind of crazy, but he has weapons. Like it's not like he doesn't. So
Chase Brown, I'm playing him closer to like a mid-range RB2 at this point. That's the true upside, I think, is kind of diminished a little bit, but he is still a do-it-all back. He's going to get a majority of it, so when they have opportunity, I feel confident there. Aaron Jones, though, just hit IR, out for at least 4 weeks. Jordan Mason, how confident are you? How high do you have him this week?
I have him in the RB2 range. I think he's going to get the bell cow.
High end?
Yeah, I'd say closer like RB16. Yeah.
But yeah, Jordan Mason, man, I think I might be a little too hyped up on him. I got him at RB13 right now. I have him at the top. I think this is one of the best matchups he's going to see situationally. So help me pull it back down a little bit.
I can't. I genuinely can't. I think I drafted a lot of more Mason than I did Jones, not because of injury purposes, but I just thought like there's more touchdown there. I took Jones more full point PPR. And I took Mason in a lot of more half point PPR, and I'm in more half point than full point. So I'm excited this week as someone who owns him. So
perfect. We got confidence there on Jordan Mason. Somebody you got in the mid rounds of your drafts here. Then tell me, as people are afraid, people are scared of what to do with Omarion Hampton and Ashton Genty, because you know what, folks, rookies are great investments, but early on sometimes it can take a little bit. Omarion Hampton plays Denver this week. Are you playing Jordan Mason over Omarion Hampton?
I'm going to play Jordan Mason, and that really hurts to say right now.
What about Ashton Genty?
I'm still going to play Genty. I think this is like fully blown out of proportion, the whole thing. The only person I'm really scared of out of the rookie running backs is Travion Henderson.
Henderson, for sure. Yeah, look, I'm not telling people to play Mason over those two rookies, but I will tell you I have him ranked over those two rookies. So do with what you will. Jefferson, I still think he's got a
You have to
decent
start
enough.
him. You
Yeah,
have to start him.
I think he has a higher floor than Jamar Chase. Maybe not. Maybe not.
You have to start both the guys. You still have to start Jamar and Justin Jefferson.
T Higgins though, where's that line for T Higgins with you?
Oh, I want to say like it's like a fringe 2-3, like wide receiver 2-3.
Tyreek
It's
Hill or
not.
T Higgins?
Well, it's tonight, so I guess I'll just say
Oh, never mind. Out on that one.
yeah.
Quentin Johnston or T Higgins.
I'll say Higgins over that.
It gets hard. I'll take Keenan Allen for sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next up, here we go. We've got Pittsburgh. We've got New England. We're looking at a 44.5 point over under. Pittsburgh's favored by 1.5. Man, how bad is Pittsburgh, man? That we're getting to the point we're getting excited for our players to go up against that matchup.
It's looking really dicey for Pittsburgh because it's like Aaron Rodgers threw 4 touchdowns a week when against the Jets defense, and then now it's Seattle made him look like a shell of himself. So like I think everyone just like let's wait till like week 4 to like really get a grasp on this Aaron Rodgers situation, but it's not looking good.
No, not looking great. As far as the Drake May, I'm still going to play him as a top guy.
Yes,
I'm really
yeah.
excited. Last week was kind of what I was hoping we're going to see 2/3, 3/4 of the season. So what should be a good matchup against the Steel Tissue. Let's give it a shot. Jalen Warren playing him as a fringe RB2, RB3. No one's taken the job from him at this point, but it's just Arthur Smith. What chaos happens?
Yep, I agree.
Ramondre Stevenson, man, how high? You have to play him as an RB2 at this point, and Henderson is just a low end flex with upside.
Yeah, I think it was a rough outing with the penalties and everything else like that. And Ramondre's he's looked good. Like it's one of those things where it's like I think the head coach is going to ride the hot hand, and until Henderson kind of figures it out with Drake May and the offense, like you just play week by week right now, and this is where you start Ramondre until Henderson shows that he's able to be in this offense like we thought he would be. We thought he would be the James White, the better version of James White.
Yeah, penalties really cost him last week. We saw that big catch from Stevenson last week.
Mm-hmm.
Interview with head coach afterwards, talking about how that was Henderson's play, but wasn't out there to take it off. DK Metcalf going to be played for you. Not quite what I was hoping. He looks great out there, but
he does
not quite the volume. On the other side, though, Diggs, Booty, Douglas. This would be a great matchup. What it seems like it's building up to be, but outside of Booty, I don't know. I don't even know if
I'm starting Diggs. I'm going to start Diggs. Yeah, I think they don't do well against the slot, and I think Diggs lines up in the slot. So I think that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go Diggs right now for this matchup. I think it's a good matchup for him.
I don't mind it. I know it really feels like there's going to be points somewhere. Maybe one, maybe even two of the receivers have a decent game this week, but you're playing, does it pop up or not? And my wife plays that game, and she doesn't like when she loses. On the tight end there, Pat Freiermuth, Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry. This is a collective tight end 18-ish. One of them is going to have a good game every now and then, but I don't want to play either.
One's going to walk away with 50 yards and a touchdown, and the other are going to walk away with 2 receptions for 16 yards. Pick your poison who it's going to be. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't want to play that game.
Yeah, I'm fading him. Give me Fannin out there. Wow, someone didn't adjust the volume there on that one. My bad, folks. Who wins the game?
I'm going to say Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's favored by 1.5. Give me the Patriots, man. Show me this 8.5 over under on the wins. Let me see where it's going to happen, because it's not. Next up, we have the Rams. 2-0 Rams taking on the 2-0 Eagles. 44.5 over under. Philly is favored by 3.5 in this one. Kyren Williams in week 1, 81% of snaps, 94% of the rush share. In week 2, 70% of snaps, 77% of the rush share. So the coaches come out and said that they want to get Corum more involved. They just paid Kyren, so they expect to have him for a little bit. So maybe not giving him 100% of the rush share makes sense, but without that target upside, that pass catching that we get from a lot of the other running backs, is Kyren a low ceiling kind of guy?
Yeah, you draft him as your RB2, you expect him to be your RB2. That's what, like, I mean, if I took Kyron, I didn't expect him to be an RB1. I never had that, like, he might have been close to it, like like a top 12, top 10 finish. That'd been great. I viewed him as like a solid RB15 every week. Like, I know what I'm getting out of him.
Yeah, I agree. I guess it's just you hope you need those multi-touchdown games from him to really like blow up and have a nice winning week. And Kyron, man, it's dimming out. It's not as bright as I feel like it once was. Saquon Barkley on the other side, easy start, right?
Yeah, it's easy start.
Ooh, Jalen Hurts last week. Rough matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. They kind of kept him in check. 9 rushes, only 15 yards. Did pull off the touchdown. This is like what we said all offseason. Look, they had a historically low passing for the Eagles. It's going to bounce back. They're going to regress closer to the mean. It hadn't happened yet. This defense is still just as good. Oh, boy.
Brian, when you do run, pass every down or every play when you start, it's going to be a bad time to be a quarterback. And then your receivers are just having the same issues with this. Like, it's frustrating. And, it's a new OC. It's the sixth OC that Jalen Hurts has had now in the NFL. And, you'd hope that, like, he kind of adjusts and, but the problem is, Brian, their head coach doesn't know what to do either. He relies on his coordinators to make the adjustments. So this is what you get. Like,
yeah, we saw it after the last time they went to the Super Bowl. They lost all of their coordinators, and the next year we were talking about firing. I mean, I talk about firing Sirianni every season.
I talk about every week. Every week fire Sirianni. And I'll tell you,
the season after the Super Bowl, that down year, yeah, it was because they couldn't figure out the offense. They had all of this money allocated there, all of the talent, and they couldn't make it work. Jalen Hurts' pass attempts last year, 24.1 a game. So far this year, 22.5. It's not looking great. And you paying how much money to those wide receivers? Come on, throw the ball.
Yeah.
Where is that line for? I mean, AJ Brown.
You have to start him unless you somehow magically have better receivers. Congrats, you have to start him now.
Devonta Smith, not necessarily, depending on your league size. I mean, Keenan Allen over Devonta Smith.
I'm starting Keenan Allen before I start Devonta Smith.
Even that's lat injury there, folks. I know it's going to feel inflated.
It's not even that. It's just the Chargers are what I thought the Eagles would be.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the Eagles would be this, like, high-end passing offense, and I thought the Chargers would be this run offense. But nope.
Michael Pittman over Devonta Smith?
Yes.
It's wild. Wild stuff.
Like,
Puka Adams started up. Goddard actually is going to start getting into streaming-ish conversation to me because the OC has been using him way more than I want him to.
Yeah.
All right. Who wins it?
I'm going to go Philly.
Give me the Rams.
It's in Philly. That's why. If it's in LA, I'd probably lean towards it. But, like, again, I've been someone who's LA local. Chargers have a hard time filling that fan stadium with their own fans. So
smart. It's 3.5. Give me Rams to at least cover then.
Okay, that's fine.
0-2
money line.
0-2 Jets take on the 2-0 Bucks. 43.5 point over under. Tampa Bay's favored by 6.5 in this game. No Justin Fields in this game. We get Tyrod Taylor. Let's go Virginia Tech. Love it. We're not playing him. Baker Mayfield, though, he's got to be a part of that conversation. Dude, he should get swagger points. I don't know why that's not a part of fantasy football, but he's just ripping every game.
Dude, that 4th and 10 is still so wild to me.
Breece Hall, you playing him with Tyrod Taylor out there at the play call?
I mean, if you have better options, by all means start him. But you're gonna have to start Breece. Like, you take him as like that, like you're almost maybe your RB1 closer to your RB2. Like, you kind of have to play him. The workload will be there.
And Taylor's been in the league so long. Like, he used to be like him and the tight ends were just like. Do you remember Charles Clay? The good old days with him and Charles Clay. It was great. Mm-hmm. We've got an injured tight end here in the rookie, so maybe Breece Hall gets to be that dump off that we see because he can't have wheels. I know he doesn't have wheels anymore. Can't. Bucky Irving on the other side. It's not the magic that you drafted him for, but it should be continuing.
Yeah, it is kind of alarming just because the Tampa Bay just lost another offensive lineman. I think they're 3 starting offensive linemen now. Hopefully Tristan Wirfs comes back. I think it's next week is where he's like for sure. They're tracking it. So it kind of sucks. The Jets do have a really good D line, so like this could be a tough matchup. And I think Igbuga practiced today. I know there was a report that he wasn't at the media portion, but he might have practiced. I don't know if you have any update on that. Because, like, if Igbuga doesn't
Not
play,
practicing as of Thursday.
oh boy, Mike Evans is going to have so many targets.
Sauce Gardner's going to be there, though. It just makes that job a little bit easier. Mike Evans, you have to start him pretty confidently as a fringe wide receiver one.
Big, strong man.
It might be a struggle. You might go 2.5, 3 quarters before you really see some heat there. But if Ibuka's gone, yeah, Mike Evans has to be started.
If he's not gone, or if Ibuka's gone, would you start Sterling Shepard?
Deep enough DFS play. Yeah. I don't know if I think there's enough people that
go
you picked
keep
up.
Sterling Shepard's targets because you're gonna be like, you might want to pivot.
I don't know. He's got 4 targets and 6 targets. He hasn't broke 40 yards off of that yet. So
I'm just saying, someone's got to play that role, and it might be Sterling Shepard. I know it sounds gross. I don't like it either, but
let's throw it over to Bucky. Give it to him and Rashad White. Tight ends. No, we're not talking about those.
No.
Who wins it?
I mean, it's Tampa. Do they cover the spread? Is the real question.
I think
I'm going to say no. I think it's going to be I think the under hits this game, though.
It's moved from 7 to 6.5, so that means that touchdown's opened up. So give me that touchdown. I like it.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is called the division leader right now. The 2-0 undefeated Colts. Haven't said that in a couple decades. Taking on the 0-2 Titans in Tennessee. 43.5 point over under. Indy's favored by 4. Yeah, buddy, that's right. Cam Ward. He is what he is. I'm ready to see what he is now that he's done playing 2 of the hardest defenses in the league. But yeah, so not looking that way. Daniel Jones, though, I've got him ranked as a fringe QB1 this week.
I think you have. I mean, like,
they haven't punted.
The wheels have not fallen off. Like, I mean, the wheels are on, steady, and rolling. And like, the difference has been having an elite tight end in this offense, and it pays dividends. So yeah, like Daniel Jones is like, are you starting Bo Nix or Daniel Jones?
That's not a fun question to ask because I feel like it's got to be Daniel Jones. I've got him ranked higher than Bo Nix this week. Bo Nix has the Chargers. It's not going to be an easy matchup, so give me Danny. Yeah, Indiana Jones.
I think there's about 8 quarterbacks that probably start over Daniel Jones right now, and that feels gross to say.
It's not great.
No.
What is great is having Jonathan Taylor on your team because that's a tried, true, easy start. Tony Pollard on the other side. He's coming down just a couple more weeks left as far as him being the main fantasy relevant guy there. 20 rushes last week, 92 yards, no touchdowns, virtually nothing through the air through 2 weeks. Starting him as a fringe RB2, RB3.
Yeah, I mean, yours better. I mean, are you going to start? Okay, let's do this game. Tony Pollard or Amari Hampton?
Amari Hampton.
I'm going to say Pollard.
Oh man,
I'm hurt.
The floor plays Pollard. The ceiling's Hampton.
I think quite opposite, to be honest with you.
Oh man, Tony Pollard just hasn't looked. He's so pedestrian. He's
also played 2 really good defenses.
This is true too.
It's been the Bronco. Yeah, I don't know.
Clearly, I'm willing to give Cam Ward a pass, but not Tony Pollard.
Exactly.
I guess Ashton Genty or Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard.
God. Ramondre Stevenson or Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard. I think Henderson. I think Henderson can spell Ramondre this week a little bit.
Pittman, Downs, Ridley, Ayo Manor. Any of those guys really interest you, excite you?
Pittman does. I like Pittman this week. I mean, Downs, you want to kind of see the progression move forward a little bit because you looked good last week, but just need a little more pepper to targets before you start going there. But Daniel Jones is spreading the ball around, so it's just kind of tough. So
yeah, Downs is running into the same issue that we have with Reed. Really good talent, but he's not always on the field. 2 wide receiver sets, We don't constantly see him, so it's going to set him up there. And then Tyler Warren, come on, man, come on.
Where's he in your rankings right now? Is he tight end 3 for you?
I have tight end 3. Yeah.
Yep.
I got Tucker Kraft at 2, and then
right at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wins it? Only one correct answer.
I think the Titans win.
Shut your mouth. Ew.
I think the Titans win this game. I think this is a trap game for the Colts. I think everyone's starting to bet on the Colts, and it's going to be
a trap game. You're a trap
Probably.
game. Give me Indy. Give me Indy. God. All right, here we go. Last game for the 1 o'clock. It's the 1-1 Raiders taking on the 1-1 Commanders in this 44-point over-under. Washington's favored by 3.5. And that is still with Jaden Daniels as of the time of this recording. We haven't got an official he's not playing, but we have got an official he's not practicing on Thursday. So
he's taking mental reps.
Yeah, probably starting. He's got his goggles on. He's doing all those. Mariota most likely will be coming out here. If Daniels does play, you have to play him closer to, I think, a fringe QB1 just because you'd have to think the mobility is going to be limited.
Yeah, I'm still starting. If they
For
say
sure.
Daniels,
Him,
if he's literally, I take him as like my QB4. I have no choice but to start him. So yeah, it's literally he's probably just not going to run as much.
Yeah,
still great there though, so I don't hurt.
Yeah, if you're in a 10-team league and you do have other options than he play, better options, I don't hate the pivot just as a safer side, but most likely I imagine we'll see a miss. Mariota's decent when he filled in last year. Yeah. He has some rushing upside as well. Geno, damn it, Geno.
I would start Caleb this week over Jaden Daniels.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get to that game. I'm kind of embarrassed as to how high I have those two guys in that game. Austin Eckler, though, out for the season, tore Achilles. Krosky Merritt is going to be featured a little bit more. Jerry McNichol is going to be probably the pass catcher. And then, of course, we do have Chris Rodriguez as well. With Mariota potentially playing there, Vegas has been decent enough as far as the defense goes in moments. Where is Krosky Merritt as far as your confidence this week?
RB2. I think he's an RB2 this week. I think they'll lean on him. I think they with the Eckler injury, they literally now have no choice but to lean on him and just see if the talent is what they were hyping it up this whole offseason.
Bill or Ramondre Stevenson?
I'd say Bill.
I might be leaving Ramondre just on the pass catching upside. It's a hard one for me. I have them literally ranked back to back, but I don't love the matchup for Bill without Jaden Daniels potentially.
Yeah.
Let's say Jaden's not playing then. Debo, I feel comfortable playing. Terry, I do not.
Terry does not look good. Crazy, when you miss an off season, typically this is what happens.
It's because he can't run so much because his pants are so heavy. They're bogged down from all that money he's got.
Hey, I'm jealous.
You're right. Jacoby Myers, easy play for him. I mean, you play Myers over McLaurin.
Yes.
Yeah. Bowers, you're playing him if he's out there. Ertz, it's tied in 5 right there,
buddy. I still like Zach Ertz this week. Yep.
I really like with Eckler being out. I think that makes me like Ertz just that much more.
Yeah, I agree.
Alrighty, who wins it?
I still think the Commanders. I think Commanders just have I don't know, man. Like that drive in the Chargers-Raiders game, the 11-minute drive when you're down by 2 scores and still end up being down by 2 scores. Crazy thought there. It's just I don't know, man. It just leaves a bad taste in my life. Give me the Commanders.
Yeah, give me the Commanders too. I don't think it'll be necessarily a pretty game that we're going to be watching here. Well, we won't be.
No.
It's 1 o'clock. We're going to watch all the other games.
Yeah.
But give me Commanders. Next up, Denver at the Chargers playing in LA. It's the 1-1 Broncos, 2-0 Chargers, 45.5 point over-unders. Chargers are favored by 2.5 in this game. Justin Herbert, man, QB5 on the season. He's what Bo Nix was drafted to be this year. Bo Nix so far, QB22. Hasn't been pretty. QB27 and a QB11 finish. The rushing just hasn't been there. Only 38 total rushing yards for Bo Nix.
Yeah, there's some maybe a sophomore slump or it's just I've never been a big Bo Nix fan. Like, give him the respect because he had a great season last year, and I thought this season I think he probably might be like a low end QB1, and he had a great game against the Colts last week. Chargers are a good defense, and you started him as your QB. Like, you picked him up to be like a solid QB1. You picked him right there between him and Baker, and so my question to you is Goff or Bo Nix?
Is Goff at home this week? That's the true question.
He's in Baltimore, I think.
Yeah, there you go. I think I'd take the rushing of Bo Nix. Oh, man. In Baltimore. Let me see where I've got him ranked. I've got Goff ranked above Bo Nix, but I just feel like Bo Nix has a higher ceiling for me. But Bo Nix, through the first 2 weeks of the NFL, he is last in air yards per attempt. So we're feeling that definitely as far as the passing numbers go.
And dinked and dunk in Oregon, he's dinking and dunking the NFL. I don't tell you folks.
Ranking Dobbins, Hampton, Harvey as far as confidence in the play.
Yeah, you're hurting if you took Harvey right now because it's the other what's his name?
Bidet.
Bidet is getting more run.
Yeah, as of was it here? Let me pull it up. Last week, Dobbins 46% of the snaps. Dobbins and Harvey both had 11 routes run last week, and then Bidet had 9. So this is just the best part that you can get. I mean, outside of the touchdowns, is the passing work, and we're just splitting it across like they're all equal talent. The hell? What the hell? Starting Hampton though. I mean, I'm starting him as a fringe RB2. I've got him ranked as an RB3 this week.
Booty or Hampton in a flex spot.
Hampton for the floor. Booty if you need a ceiling.
Cedric Tillman or Hampton.
I go Hampton there. I mean, I like Tillman. It's a rough matchup for him this week. I don't know how much time the quarterback's going to have to throw to him, if we're being honest.
I know he's already played, but I mean, take a guess here. Keon Coleman or Hampton.
Coleman, just because he's playing. He's got Dolphins tonight.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Lad, we're still waiting to see officially where that goes, but
Lad McConkey.
You said what?
The wide receiver 3.
Yeah, Lad McConkey. Yeah, the guy who didn't practice Wednesday. West Coast, we're still waiting for that, whether he plays. But I've got Keenan Allen, whether he plays or not, Lad, I've got Keenan Allen ranked in my top 24. QJ's in the top 36. If Lad's gone, I definitely feel really confident about those two. I've got Lad behind Keenan Allen this week in my rankings. Granted, there's an injury, so it's not as cheeky, but that's just where we're sitting.
Yeah, I agree.
Who wins the game?
I'm going to say upset. I'm going to say Denver.
Denver?
Yeah.
Give me the Chargers, man. And Harbaugh, I trust. Next up, 0-2 Saints playing against the 1-1 Seahawks.
By the way, Tucker Kraft got an injury in practice for his knee.
I don't want to talk about that. That doesn't sound great.
Yeah. So, sorry, folks.
Okay, so Matthew Golden there. Everything we said just a little bit ago. I guess we got to play him. Romeo Dobbs, I guess you got to play him if Kraft is out.
We don't know much about the injury. I just saw it crossed my phone. It just said Tucker Kraft suffers injury in practice.
Well, make sure you're following us over there on the Twitter and the Instagram. We'll be jotting out some thoughts on that as we go. Clint Kubiak revenge game here. It's 41.5 point over under. Seattle's favored by 7.5. I don't want to play either one of these quarterbacks.
Nope.
So we'll just skip right through that. Kamara, easy play. Charbonnet and Walker, we were going to have an interesting conversation to have this week, but Zach Charbonnet did not practice on Wednesday due to a foot issue. So let's play the game that he doesn't play. I mean, Walker's pretty locked into an RB1 for me. Prior to this news, I had Ken Walker at RB14. So even if Charbonnet's out there, I still have the confidence in Walker. He is the explosive player. Charbonnet is just a great upside and has flex appeal.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Jackson Smith and Jigba has just been lighting the roll on fire and everything but touchdowns. Olave, though, help me out here. Wide receiver 42.
I'm still starting Olave. I am still starting Olave with confidence.
23 targets across the first 2 weeks.
Yep.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Are you playing him or are you playing Booty?
I'm playing Olave before I play Booty. Spencer Rattler hasn't been bad. I'm just going to throw
hasn't up been there. Good.
Okay, hold on. We can say he's been better than he's just been average. I don't know what you want to call it, but he's not been bad.
Olave or Ridley?
Olave
or Pittman?
Full point PPR Olave.
Olave or Devonta Smith?
Olave. You're not
that one feels just disgusting.
It feels really gross, but you're not going to argue against me. You're not going to try to sit there and make an argument for it.
No, I don't want to be a part of this conversation at all. It's gross. It's icky.
Yeah.
As far as the rest of the wide receivers go, Cooper Kupp.
I'm not. I know it was a good week last week, but the Steelers just historically are bad against
It was matchup.
slot.
Yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about that in the betting show. It was completely a matchup. Horton, though, 12 plus team leagues. I don't mind picking him up. If you're in a 2-0 team and you got room, throw him out there. There might be something that comes of it.
Yeah.
Juwan Johnson, if he is for some reason still out there, especially if you're the Tucker Craft owner, go get him.
Where is he at in your rankings? What, tight end 8?
I got him 7 this week.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm a believer. He's also helping a lot of my teams right now. Who wins it?
I'm gonna say Seattle. I know it's kind of chalk, but like I have a hard time. I just have a hard time betting on New Orleans.
Yeah, I love it. I love the Seahawks here. I'm a believer of the defense. 1-1 Cowboys taking on the 0-2 Bears in Chicago. 50.5 over under. Ben Johnson's looking for that first dub. Opened up at Chicago at 1.5. It's currently, as time of this podcast, -1 for Dallas right now. So the line shifted over. I've got both these guys in my top 7 this week. Let's do it.
I don't know how you don't. Like,
Let's
this is
do
gonna be
it.
a sling fest. So
These teams are hemorrhaging. Like stuff, like come on, man. Yeah, I get it. Even if you're not a Caleb Williams believer, this is the week. Ben Johnson's going to show off his stuff this week. He just got embarrassed. Like yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
yeah,
Running backs: Javonte Williams, DeAndre
DeAndre
Swift.
Swift. Yeah,
Devontae Swift. got Smith on the mind. Give me some. How you feeling about these two?
they're both starts, man. Like, I mean, Swift doesn't leave the field, and Javonte Williams is like pretty much locked in that role. Like, God, Jaden Blue needs to come play, man. So stupid. Miles Sanders takes snaps from somebody like that. I'm so annoyed.
You make it sound like Javonte's like he's doing good out there, man.
No, I'm not talking about Javonte. I'm talking about Miles Sanders. I'm talking about
I gotcha.
yeah, like I think Jaden Blue should be a third down back.
Oh yeah, so far Javonte Williams 79% of the rush share, 12% target share through 2 games. There's not many guys that have had that amount of work that don't finish in the top 12. So this is going to be interesting. I think my bet's safe though, everybody.
Yeah, I think it is too, and it's really bad. I just saw in one of my leagues. So I have like some friends that are just like they go with the ebbs and flows of it. It was Javonte Williams and Ashton Genty got traded, got swapped.
God. Now,
I mean,
can you
like,
tell me that
this
there's
is
a
why you
world
can't
where
veto it,
Javonte
though.
doesn't finish? Like, I think it's a non-zero chance that he still could finish with more points than Ashton Genty.
Like his arguments, like Genty's been bad, Javonte's been good, and like you can't like this is why I say you can't veto trades in leagues like this because it sounds so stupid. I would like be like this is the dumbest trade in the world, but again, like he's right in his argument. Like Javonte's been better, Genty's been bad. Like I'm taking it, like, and the guy's taking a flyer on Genty. So yeah,
Brian Thomas Jr. is getting traded off for peanuts right now, so I believe it. Wide receivers, man, let's get it here. We got CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, start him up. Odunze, absolutely start him up. 26.5% target share, 33.3% target share. But what do we do about DJ Moore there with his 14.7
You're
and
gonna
his
start him this week.
18.2?
You're gonna start him this week. It's the over under is nice. It's a good matchup. You're starting DJ Moore.
Yeah, I think that he's going to be a matchup dependent player for me at this point, so that's kind of where I sit. Chris Olave or DJ Moore?
I'm gonna say DJ Moore just because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree there. T. Higgins or DJ Moore?
DJ Moore just because of the matchup.
Cool. Love it. All right, this is our last of the Saturday afternoon games. Let's go to San Francisco. Look at that, more backups. 2-0 Cardinals.
Chicago, by the way.
Oh, yeah, forgot to ask. You got Chicago?
I think it's Chicago.
Yeah, I'm taking them too. 2-0 Cardinals taking on the 2-0 Niners. Who would have thought? 45.5 point over under. San Francisco's favored by 2.5. We got talk that Brock Purdy maybe could come back sooner than thought.
I watched the tape. He was able to like act like he was under center and kind of do like a 5-step drop back. It was a little ginger. Like again,
we don't
like
call them that anymore. We call them redheads.
Okay, alrighty. But yeah, God damn it. No, I don't think Mac Jones is going to play into effect if Brock Purdy can or can't go. So I think regardless, the matchup is the matchup. It's not gonna. I don't view anybody differently on San Francisco
No.
with or without Mac Jones. So
Same. Yeah. If Brock Purdy plays, I don't want to play him. Just it's a lot of the appeal for me and on him was the rushing we got last year. So if this is that kind of injury, I doubt we're going to see that. So if he plays, I'll sit him. Mac Jones plays, I've got him as like a middling QB2. I might get cute in a couple of leagues, probably more so DFS with him because he treated me well last week. As far as the running backs go, CMC, it's an easy, absolutely go. What are you thinking about this Connor situation? Him and Benson cutting into his work a little bit there.
he's cutting in, but I still think the goal line back is James Conner. So I'm not like. Again, I drafted James Conner to be what he was, an RB2, and he's been nothing but an RB2. So like, it sucks that he's not this like bell cow back, and he's just getting all this workload. They like, coach talk. He said that Trey Benson would get a little more workload, and this is exactly what they're doing. So I can't be upset about it. But I mean, Trey Benson's worth owning, and you're happy James Conner still being what he is. He's still getting a touchdown, and he's still getting some work. So
the wide receivers here, Marvin Harrison. Look, it might be exactly what we had last year. So if you don't start him, you don't get the good weeks. But I think it's going to be some good weeks and some bad weeks. Kyler just up and said, I don't care. We're winning. So did Marv.
Yeah. It's just one of those things, like, they were up by a lot. Like, that was my fear in this Carolina game. They get up quickly. They don't really necessarily target Marv, and the run game was working. Like,
yeah. They scored a defensive touchdown right off the bat. You knew it was shot at that point.
Yeah, you need like a close game or them to be down for Marv to be efficient, and I think those will happen more. Right? I don't know what their schedule looks like for the rest of the year, but I expect Carolina or the Cardinals to be in like more closer games than they were against Carolina.
Real quick, give me your thoughts on these 49er wide receivers. That first game with Mac Jones and no Kittle, we have a 25% target share to Juwan Jennings, 17 to CMC, 15 to Ricky Pearsall. Are we pivoting between those two players with Mac Jones in? We saw him heavily favor BTJ last year.
Well, CMC's still in your lineup, so it's not even a debate there. Juwan Jennings didn't go far off from Ricky in drafts. I mean, you probably took Ricky higher because you liked him more, and so I still think you have no choice to start him there. So my rankings probably be Juwan ahead of Ricky, but it's not by a lot.
Yeah, most likely you're probably not taking. You don't have both of them, but I have more confidence starting Juwan this week than I do Ricky.
I agree.
All right, Sunday night game. Oh boy, this has potential to open up conversation for a while. 0-2 Chiefs, 0-2 Giants in New York. Well, kinda. 45 point over under. Kansas City's favored by 6. Patty Mahomes is on his first 3-game losing streak of his career. And if he loses again, what kind of conversation, what wild stuff is going to come out of the news about Patrick Mahomes just being absolutely garbage if he goes over?
It's not going to be Patrick Mahomes. It's the Travis Kelce's washed. It's Andy Reid. The cognitive decline isn't there. Is Brett Veach, this world-class GM, as you go down in the ranks, effect of everything. And it's not fair to the Patrick Mahomes. Like, they're without Rashee Rice. They're probably going to be without Worthy. So, like, there's two options right there. Their defense is, not playing up to the standards of what it was. Is Spags losing, touch? I don't think so. I think Spags called a great game against the Eagles.
Without that interception, Travis Kelce's interception, the Eagles, they weren't
moving the ball.
No.
So again, I think it's going to be a ton of overreaction, and the problem is, Brian, is that the Chiefs have been good for so long, so everyone's just been waiting just to be like, you guys suck, this is it, you're trash, you're washing it, just because the Mahomes has kicked the shit out of everybody for the past 5, 6, 7, how long he's been playing for. It's why they're all upset.
Yep. All it's going to take is a couple of years for us to be like, oh, he's not good anymore. And then 2 years later, once they revamp whatever offensive, roster
a
issues
rebuild doesn't hurt. Yeah. Them getting a top 15 pick is actually more scary, to be honest with you. Like, their first round pick has been, by the way, he's allowed 0 pressures.
Really?
Yeah, Simmons from the Ohio State is allowed 0 pressures.
Yeah, could you imagine if they would have picked 15 this year and they would have gotten Tyler Warren? We would all be screwed.
Yeah, we'd all be crying hysterically. Yeah, no, this is stupid. Mahomes is starting, though, by the way.
Yeah, it's hard.
You
The
have no
defensive
choice.
line is a monster for New York, but most likely you don't have a choice. I'm avoiding the running backs for Kansas City in most situations.
Yeah, you just gotta wait to see. Like, I don't know if it's like I really don't. I don't know what to do with this Kachuk. You can't cut him because I'm
Yeah.
gonna go pick him up. Like, I know there's the spotlight. There's a chance he can get there. Kareem Hunt, I'm still holding on to because again, you don't know who's going to take over. It's just one of these random weeks. I think the one that I kind of want to look into is Bashard Smith. Again, it's just a really
Yeah.
long wait and hold at that point.
Scatabo playing him over Tracy. Like more
God,
confidence in him this
it
week.
hurt, dude. When the concussion happens, it's gonna happen. I don't know, and it's so annoying. But yeah, you gotta start Cam Scatterbo over Tyrone
Yeah.
Tracy.
Yeah, it's going to be desperation for, I feel like, a lot of that offense. Neighbors, you got to play them.
Mm-hmm.
Worthy, if Worthy's in, I'll play him. Otherwise, I'm out on the
Yes.
Chiefs. I don't want to play any of the Chiefs.
Yeah. You might have to play Kelsey though. You have no
Nope.
other option.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
All right. Wandale Robinson now.
There it is. That's the one we got to talk about. That's the one we got to talk about. Wandale Robinson or Quentin Johnston.
Wandale.
If Ladd doesn't play.
Wandale.
Oh God. God, that's so rough. Look, I'll own Wandale, I guess, at this point, but I don't have him ranked high. Like I don't even
You're
have him in
gonna
my top
regret
40.
doing that. I'm gonna tell you, Brian, when you come text me on the Tuesday morning your rankings, it's like, well, Wandale should have been higher.
Yeah, he's saying that, folks, because this week I did get to text him because I finished in the top 9 this week, folks. That's what you're
Shout out
getting
to
here
Brian.
from Too Much Fantasy Football. We're getting top end ranks, so head on over there, Fantasy Pros, if you want to see more of those ranks.
Kudos to Brian for the
I'd
top
say
10
they're
ranking.
mine, but I'm definitely pulling some thoughts over here from this one. So it's a nice collective from the two of us.
Yeah.
Who wins it?
Kansas City. They're not going 0-3. I don't want to make some like ludicrous bet here with anybody, but like the Chiefs aren't going 0-3.
I'll be making a ludicrous bet with FanDuel and DraftKings, but that's just because it's fun.
No. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to offer chopping off my pinky like a certain people at Barstool, but
Right. All right, last game Monday night should be a good one. 1-1 Lions, 1-1 Ravens in Baltimore. 52.5 over under. It's been bet up a point. Baltimore's favored by 1, bet away from the 5.5 it opened up at. Lamar's in the easy start. You're going to start him every single week unless he's got one leg, and even then I might play him over some of these guys. But Jared Goff, how high do you play old boy that just had a trouncing last week?
so it's one of those things where it's like the Packers defense really, really good. The Bears defense really, really bad. Ravens have a good defense. I think he's a fringe QB1. I think he's like if Joe Burrow got hurt, I would have picked up Jared Goff. Like it's like all that jazz. I don't know if I want to start him though. It's just like
Daniel Jones or Jared Goff?
Daniel Jones.
Let's do it.
And I want to start a shotgun saying that, but yes.
I'm cool with it, but I always try
Yeah.
to avoid Jared Goffel, despite him throwing it in my face every time he does. Jahmyr Gibbs, you're going to play him. Montgomery,
Yes.
you got to play him. Derrick Henry, that was a bad game last week against a really good run defense.
Yep. Still playing him. Crazy.
Still got to put him in. Amon Ra, let me bow down to that sun god right there. Yeah, you're playing him. Zay Flowers, dude, like, what is up with him this year? Did we write him off way sooner than we should have? Because I'm just forgetting that this is the year 3 breakout where we could be seeing. I locked him in as just this little guy who's not going to score touchdowns, but over the first 2 weeks, 47% target share, 39% target share. Like, that's JSN status right there.
I mean, yeah, you took him as like your fringe wide receiver 3, and now he's he's locking your lineup every week. So you're really excited. You got a steal, and congrats to everybody who took him.
Are you playing him as a wide receiver 1? Like, ranking him this week? Is that where you'd put him?
No, I'm not ranking him as wide receiver 1. I'm ranking him as like a wide receiver like 15, 16. So
Okay.
I'm not far off.
Playing him over him or Odunze, if you had to pick between the
No, don't do this. It's on Tuesday. It's not even close.
two. Him or Mike Evans without Abuka.
I would probably say Zay Flowers.
Say Flowers, Brian Thomas Jr.
Zay Flowers until Brian Thomas Jr. figures out the mental thing he's got going on. It's weird stuff in Jacksonville.
Yeah, he's got his wrist issue or a Trevor Lawrence issue. I don't know what he has.
No one knows.
Jamison Williams, look, you want the big weeks, you got to play him every week.
Yep, and you got it last week, so you were happy.
God, he's only got 6 catches on the year. Oh, it's great. Mark and Sam Laporta. I've got him ranked in my top 12.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews.
No, cut him.
Cut him. You're saying
Isaiah Life is practicing.
Yeah, Mark Andrews is now a streamer. I will say I have him back closer to tight end 12 for this game. I don't know what it is. I'm going to go home and through the numbers, but I feel okay if you haven't dropped him to play him this week, but it's not confidence as far as every single week. Where he had 2 targets in the end zone. Like, come on, man. You got to catch those. Catch those.
Yeah. Yeah, just like he did against the Bills in the playoffs too, right?
Oh, God. Yeah, he does that to you. Who wins it?
Baltimore. It's in Baltimore. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. My heart says Baltimore, but Brian, you always get screwed with what you pick there. Detroit's. Give me Detroit.
That's just like the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like wild card bitches moment, where you're just like, I want to. That's that, or you want to pick Detroit.
Yeah. Oh, crazy shit there. Folks, we made it 15 games, top to bottom. We got through them all. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to check out the betting episode we'll be dropping here tomorrow, whether you be here on YouTube, where you're liking, subscribing, and leaving comments, or on the podcast, where you're leaving that 5-star review because you just appreciate us so much. Just as much as we appreciate y'all for listening. Brennan, where can people find you if they're looking for more of you?
You can find me at Too Much Bean Milk on X.
And all over our content, folks. All over here. Get ready. We've got the shorts coming, the YouTube's coming, the podcast. It's been great stuff. Good luck, everybody. Got start sit questions, hit us up, let us know. We'll see y'all next week.
Deuces.
Later.